It's the high-tech superweapon giving Ukraine hope.
HIMARS.
HIMARS. The high-mobility artillery rocket system.
Military analysts are calling the long-range missile system provided by the US a game-changer.
There's no doubt that HIMARS has made a difference.
Слово «HIMARS» майже синонімом слова «справедливість».
So how do these weapons work, and can just 16 of them really give Ukraine an advantage over the might of Russia's artillery? After an unsuccessful attempt to take Kyiv, Putin's forces refocused their attention on the Donbass, bringing its huge artillery into play. Russia has a significant advantage over Ukraine in short to medium range artillery and multiple launch rocket systems, which can offer a longer range while targeting a wider area, with several missiles launched at once. Russia's approach in the Donbass has been to level everything in their path.
Russians are indiscriminate in terms of their use of artillery.
It's a brutal campaign of slaughter and slow advance.
It's psychologically devastating.
But the intensity of Russian shelling has eased in the past month. These satellite images show how the number of fires on the battlefront have reduced since July.
There can be many reasons for why Russia is firing less artillery shells.
Russia says it's an operational pause, but some analysts think it's because of Ukraine's favourite new weapon.
HIMARS has played an important role in enabling Ukrainian forces to strike more precisely and deeper.
The US has given Ukraine 16 HIMARS so far. The system is agile, allowing you to fire at a target and retreat before the enemy spots you and shoots back. And NATO is arming Ukraine with GPS-guided rockets with a range of 70 kilometers. With the right intelligence, this system can be devastating.
HIMARS can hit a target about a meter cubed. It's that precise.
Precision is key because Ukraine can't compete with Russia's ability to cover areas with mass shelling. Russia's artillery relies on trains and trucks to move ammo and supplies to depots near the front line.
Ukraine has spotted these fairly easily. Probably drones from the air, electronic warfare, and maybe the action of special forces and partisans.
With HIMARS, Ukraine is not able to accurately hit these vital ammo and fuel supplies. And in Russian-held Kherson, where Ukraine says it will launch a counteroffensive, bridges have been targeted to prevent Russia resupplying their troops, now reportedly isolated on the West Bank.
Now that's good for Ukraine because it distracts Russia from what had been their main effort in the Donbass.
Armed with long-range precision systems, Ukraine is forcing Russia to adapt.
They have to get their equipment out of range of HIMARS.
More than 100 key targets have reportedly been hit since HIMARS entered the battlefield in June. Now, Russia claims they've managed to destroy some HIMARS, but the US has denied this, and Ukraine is keen for more. Their defense minister says the country needs at least 100 more HIMARS and long-range missile systems for them to be a game-changer in the war. The US is believed to have more than 500 HIMARS in stock. Other NATO allies like the UK are sending Ukraine similar long-range missile systems. But one of NATO's biggest concerns is whether they can supply enough missiles at the rate Ukraine is using them.
That's one of the big problems that often gets sidelined when talking about those systems. We don't know how much of the US stock has been exported to Ukraine and how long the US can sustain that.
So with 16 HIMARS and limited ammo, Ukraine has slowed Russia down, but
we've conspicuously not seen any silver bullets in the war in Ukraine.
Russia is still striking targets deep in Ukrainian territory, with Ukrainian forces saying they're living a personal hell under Russian bombardment in the Donbass. And with no sign of a decisive breakthrough for either side,
it's going to be a prolonged war.